A very good afternoon to all the Vivites who are watching this wonderful Facebook live series called as Ask the Doctor. Well, my dear friends, today is Monday, which is the IPulse day. As I request you to shoot me your questions right now, I'll be taking up the unanswered questions first, followed by today's questions. Well, my dear friends, welcome you all again. A very warm afternoon to everybody. As you all know that IPulse is the flagship product of Indus Viva. IPulse is also considered as the super brand of Indus Viva. Well, IPulse is now the level of, has the level of a super brand where it is an established brand in India today. So this is what is called as a super brand. It is an established brand in the whole world for that matter. It's one of the best immune boosting and antioxidant drinks, which is very, very important for everybody to know. So the mantra that you have to follow on a daily basis whenever I'm speaking, all the Indus Viva products for that matter are frontline immune boosting products as well. Well, so today as far as the topic goes, IPulse and its relationship with the cardioprotective benefits of it. So as you all know that immune boosting capabilities is one part of it. The second important thing is you should not forget that IPulse is also a wonderful cardioprotective product by which it shows its antioxidant potential, by which the immune boosting capabilities of the product can be enhanced, because of which the resistance of the body also increases, by which the body can be protected and prevented with all kinds of dreadful diseases in the future. This is what is exactly the immune boosting capabilities of IPulse is about. Well, not only this, my dear friends, one of the most important articles which appeared on July the 29th, 2020 in the JAMA article. So this is called as Journal of American Medical Association. It's called as JAMA. JAMA is one of the most prestigious peer-reviewed publications that is actually present in this whole world. So COVID-19 could have long-term consequences. So this is one of the important articles which appeared in the JAMA. It says that globally over 16.7 million infection cases have been recorded. It is considered that most deadly for those belonging to a high-risk category or those with comorbidities. While the virus starts attacking a body, not only the respiratory system, it also affects the nervous system, it also affects the digestive system, as well as affects the brain as well. Now, newer research has shown that long-term consequences of COVID-19 can be far more dangerous, with diagnosed patients reporting problems of severe heart problems and damage in 80% cases. This is very, very important. The newest research now, the most recent research actually says that people with cardiac problems, they have more than 80% of the people for that matter have long-term implications and secondary symptoms of this dreadful infection. So out of 100 patients, 67 patients who suffered from asymptomatic and moderate symptoms recovered at home, while the rest of the 23 participants underwent hospitalization. This was one of the clinical trials which was done in the US, and by these clinical trials, the doctors actually proved that this particular COVID-19 can also affect the heart, and by which irreversible problems can happen in the heart of a human being, which means that you cannot reverse these things once it happens, my dear friends, and the damage is considered to be long-term damage and dysfunction. This is what is exactly going to happen when the virus attacks the human heart. This is an article which was published in the month of July 29, 2020 in the JAMA, which is Journal of American Medical Association. This was one of the most prestigious articles and prestigious journals. In fact, such articles are very, very important so far as your promotional activities are also concerned, because these are the most pioneers in the publications across the world. So going ahead, friends. So one of the other thing is heart damage. Heart damage is not only something related to heart attack or cardiac arrest. Why I am telling you this point is, whenever I talk about heart attack or heart diseases, people should not think only the end stage of heart disease. The end stage of heart disease mainly includes the cardiac arrest or the heart attack. But there are a lot of other symptoms about this particular heart disease, which I'll be able to tell you now. Well, so whenever the virus is affecting the lungs and even the heart eventually, now the scientists are now telling that the musculature or the muscles of the heart is the part which is actually affected. So whenever the musculature or the muscles of the heart are affected, it is very, very difficulty for the efficiency of the heart. The efficiency of the heart reduces, my dear friends. This can actually result in long-term damage and dysfunction. This is a very, very dangerous situation which can happen to us in quite a long run as well. This is what is exactly called as the COVID-19 implications along with the heart. Well, not only this, arrhythmias, which is nothing but the impairment in the heart rate. This is also very important. Everybody might be knowing that 72 per minute is actually our heart rate. That is a normal one. So this arrhythmias in the sense there are differences in the rhythms of the heart. So whenever the differences in the rhythms of the heart happen, this can happen because of a long-term infection as well. So whenever the virus affects the heart, rhythms of the heart can also be affected, which means that irregular rhythms can happen. The beat of the heart can be increased or decreased. So anything can happen actually. So not only this, hypertension, blood pressure. So this is also observed by the doctors these days. People who have even recovered from the COVID-19 infections, their blood pressure is also impaired. This is also one of the newest research which has happened, my dear friends. So heart disease in the sense it is not implicating only the cardiac arrest or the heart attack. It encompasses all the reasons which are responsible for the cardiac problems, which I'll be able to tell you now. So, as you all know, my dear friends, IPulse is one of the best immune boosting as well as cardio protective drinks. And as you all know that we call this as a super brand today. Well, why it is relevant to the cardiac disease? The most important factor in the product IPulse, which is responsible for the cardio protective benefit, is actually called as the antioxidants. As you all know that IPulse is an antioxidant multi-fruit drink. So these antioxidants are those natural components which can help in producing the immunity as well as protecting the heart health. This is what exactly the antioxidants are going to do. So, as I told you, my dear friends, the reasons for heart disease are many in numbers. It is not single. And people should not think that cardiac arrest or heart attacks are nothing but the cardiac diseases. No, these are the end symptoms of a heart problem. But there are a majority of the first phase, the second phase, the third phase symptoms which actually happen in the human beings. It might be diabetes. So people might be, having diabetes, but they don't know that it is one of the symptoms for heart problem actually. Diabetes is actually one of the root causes for heart problems in the future. Addictions might be one of the problems. Blood pressure, as I told you, is one of the major problems. High blood cholesterol, which is nothing but the bad fat as we call, or the low density lipoprotein or LDL for that matter. Family history of the disease is one thing. Unhealthy eating pattern. This is one of the major points that is haunting all the human race today. Because our diet as well as lifestyle is totally impaired, because of which such problems can happen in the future. Stress also plays a very, very major role, my dear friends. Stress is also one of the major root causes for the cardiac disease. Breathlessness or exertion. This is very important. Nowadays, breathlessness or breathing problems are really peaking up. At the same point of time, breathlessness or cough on lying down. This is also one area that the people have to think about. Breathlessness or cough while lying down position. Whenever a person is on the lying down posture and when he or she experiences the breathlessness along with the cough many a times, this might be one of the root causes of the cardiac disease. Swelling in the legs. We call this as a pedal edema or even the pitting edema sometimes. This swelling can be one of the root causes of the cardiac disease. So, puffiness of the face. Whenever the face swelling happens, this can also be one of the major reasons. Excessive fatigue. See, tiredness can happen now and then. But at the same point of time, when the tiredness is excessive, when the tiredness is too much, that can be one of the root causes for this cardiac disease. Bloating. Bloating also plays a very important role. Bloating in the sense, stomach bloating. Everybody has a stomach bloating once or the other time in their lifetimes. So, bloating is a very normal situation, but what I'm implicating here is I'm trying to relate a particular thing like the acid peptic disorders or the APDs as we call, which includes the gastritis, which includes the acidity, which includes the bloating of the stomach, which includes various gas problems as people call. All these things can be the root causes of the cardiac disease. Similarly, weight loss or weight gain can be one of the major root causes for the cardiac disease as well. Why I am telling you this factor is people should not think that heart attack or cardiac arrest is nothing but heart disease. No. Heart disease has all these root causes, whereas the end stage of it is called as cardiac arrest or heart attack. So what is the importance of IPulse here? IPulse is a wonderful antioxidant product which can definitely reduce the root causes of the heart disease. So whatever I told you right now, they are all the root causes of the heart disease. But IPulse is a wonderful product which can cut down the root cause of their heart disease, by which elimination of the root cause itself is very important for the disease not to develop ahead. This is what is exactly called as cutting down the root cause. And that is where the wellness products do play a very important role, where wellness products are considered to be holistic in nature. Wellness products are also considered to be preventive and protective in nature. This is how exactly IPulse is actually helping in most of the heart related complaints, where it actually cuts down the root causes of the diseases, my dear friends. This is what is the importance of IPulse. So as you all know that antioxidant is actually an important molecule which is present in IPulse. In fact, a large amount of antioxidants are present in IPulse, my dear friends. The antioxidants normally come from the fruits. As you all know that IPulse contains very important fruits in that, starting from acai berry along with the remaining 14 antioxidant fruits. Well, as I normally tell you, whenever the person undergoes the process of oxidative stress, it is nothing but your stress. It can happen because of pollution, it can happen because of environment, it can happen because of habits, diet, lifestyle, and so on and so forth. But whenever the oxidative stress happens in the human body, normally the free radicals are generated. So whenever the free radicals are liberated, so the human body tries to cope up with the stress. The free radicals, when it is developing inside the human body, you have certain number of antioxidants which are already present in the human body, but their levels are very, very less. But whereas what exactly happens here is, whenever you are consuming dietary antioxidants, whenever you are consuming antioxidants from outside, automatically the numbers of antioxidants which are present inside the human body, this will also increase. That is the reason why we call IPulse as a dietary antioxidant supplement. This is what is exactly called as IPulse. So whenever you are consuming IPulse, automatically the antioxidants which are present inside the human body, their numbers will also increase. That is why it is called as restoring the antioxidant numbers. So as you all know that acai berry, which is termed as Euterpe oleracea, this is considered as one of the best super fruits which is present in the whole world. In fact, this particular superfruit is confined to the South American regions, especially in the countries like the Brazil, the Argentina, the Venezuela. These are some of the countries so across the Amazon Bay where the acai berry fruits are found out. In fact, acai berry is the purest of the purest, the finest of the finest. Acai berry is having the bland taste. Bland taste in the sense it is having tasteless nature. It is not having any kind of a typical taste. It is a wonderful heart support ingredient. It is one of the best antioxidants for anti-aging support. It is having ORAC value of more than 1 lakh, which is actually significantly high as compared to the other fruits and nuts till date, my dear friends. Not only this, it is having potent anti-cancer benefits. It is a very good immune system support. It is in fact the NASA is also used its the essence or the extracts in making some of the wonderful products there, and it is also used as a food supplement for various centuries as a preventive healthcare, and a lot of scientific publications are also present on this wonderful product acai berry. Well, not only acai berry is also very good for improving the cellular health. It boosts your energy, it improves the sleep, it lowers the bad cholesterol levels, it improves the mental health as well, my dear friends. So as you all know that in our product, acai berry is used as a freeze-dried powder of acai berry. We don't use the pulp or concentrate of acai berry. We use the freeze-dried powder of acai berry, wherein we freeze the fruits of acai berry to minus 80 degrees. When it becomes stone hard, we powder it and we make the freeze-dried powder of acai berry. This is how exactly the acai berry freeze-dried powder is made. And this is one of the best innovative technologies that we have, and this is having a bland taste. Tasteless nature will be there, which is very, very important for the antioxidants to gush inside. At the same point of time, it is very helpful in producing the best of the best immune boosting capabilities also, my dear friends. So not only this, ORAC value is one thing that the people have to understand here. ORAC value, in the sense, it is called as oxygen radical absorbance capacity score. So normally the World Health Organization gives you an ORAC score of 5000. But for getting that 5000 ORAC score, you should be able to consume 3.5 kgs of fresh organic garden fresh fruits. But is it really possible for an average human being to consume 3.5 kgs of organic garden fresh fruits? I'm not talking about some hybrid fruit which is available in the market. I'm actually talking about a freshly grown organic fruit on a daily basis. Absolutely not. That is the reason why whenever you are consuming 60 ml of IPulse on a daily basis, you are not only getting 5000 ORAC units, my dear friends, you are getting 7000 ORAC units of antioxidants in a day's time. This is what is exactly the importance of ORAC score. So, along with acai berry, IPulse also contains the richness of the 14 other fruits which are nothing but the antioxidant fruits. Very, very important, 14 other antioxidant fruits which are rich with antioxidant benefits. So, the other important thing that I wanted to tell you here was regarding the free radicals. As I told you, the root causes of all the diseases in the body are nothing but the free radicals. These are unstable molecules. Free radicals are nothing but unstable molecules. So whenever you are consuming this IPulse on a regular basis, IPulse will actually bring about the neutralization of the free radicals. It will actually try to neutralize the free radicals by which this particular root causes of the disease can be eliminated. So whenever the root causes of the disease are eliminated, automatically the immune boosting capabilities of the product can increase. The immunity of the human body will increase for that matter, so that the best of the best resistance can come over, so that the body can be protected against all kinds of dreadful diseases in the future. So as you all know that IPulse is a wonderful product which can be given in cases of diabetes also. Say diabetes in the sense I am talking about the complications of diabetes here. IPulse is a product which should not be used for cutting down the sugar levels. It is not for cutting down the sugar levels, but for combating the complications of diabetes. Especially it might be the neuropathy, it might be the nephropathy, it might be the retinopathy, such problems. So in case of diabetes, it is always important for you to consume 20 ml of IPulse in the morning, half an hour before breakfast, and 20 ml of IPulse in the night, half an hour before dinner for best results. So not only this, it is also good for blood pressure, especially for low blood pressure, low hemoglobin and low body weight patients. I would always suggest you to consume 30 ml of IPulse in the morning and 30 ml of IPulse in the night, half an hour after food. This is a very important thing to be followed. And so far as the age limit is concerned, my dear friends, so from 1 year onwards, you can definitely give IPulse to all people. So far as the duration of intake is concerned, as a part of wellness supplement, I would like to tell you that at least for a minimum period of 3 months it has to be used, and for a maximum period it can definitely be used as long as desired. Well, time of intake from 7:30 a.m. in the morning to 9 a.m. in the morning, from 7:30 p.m. in the night to 9 p.m. in the night, this wonderful product IPulse can be used. So far as pregnancy and lactation are concerned, during the first 6 months of pregnancy, IPulse can be used safely. For the last 3 months, it should not be used. During the lactation or breastfeeding purpose, for the first month, it should not be used. From second month onwards, it can be definitely used, my dear friends. This is what is exactly called as the IPulse, the importance of IPulse, as everybody can look through here. Well, my dear friends, now it is a question answer time. So let me take up your questions of the last week first, followed by today's questions. So the last week's questions were given by, corrected by my colleague Miss Asma. So I am taking up the last week's questions first. So the first question is by Miss Vanita Allah, if you are watching this. So a diabetic patient is going through using eye coffee. You told to give afternoon and evening. It has helped. The readings are in control. Is it same morning or night right now? See, what you can do is, if you are giving eye coffee in the afternoon and night, if the readings are absolutely under control, IPulse you can give it in the morning and night. IPulse must be 20 ml in the morning, half an hour before breakfast, and 20 ml in the night, half an hour before dinner. It should be only 40 ml in a day. It should not be 60 ml in a day, my dear friend. I hope the point is clear to you. Eye coffee you can continue the same way. 1 sachet in the afternoon, 1 sachet in the night, half an hour before lunch and half an hour before dinner. I hope my point is clear to you. So the next question is by Miss Ritu Mantri. If you are watching this, role of IPulse in diabetes if the same person is not taking eye coffee. In case of diabetes, you can give a combination of eye coffee as well as IPulse both. It is a good thing. As I told you, IPulse must be taken in the morning and night, 20 ml in the morning and 20 ml in the night, half an hour before breakfast and half an hour before dinner. That is 40 ml per day only. Whereas eye coffee, 1 sachet in the morning, 1 sachet in the night, half an hour before breakfast and half an hour before dinner will give you the perfect result. So first product must be eye coffee only. leave a gap of 15 minutes, then consume IPulse, then the breakfast. Similarly, in the night, first product is iCoffee, followed by 15 minutes break, then it is IPulse, followed by dinner. This is how exactly iCoffee and IPulse has to be used in case of diabetic population. I hope my point is clear to you. So the next question is by Ms. Rukmai. My husband is suffering from diabetes from 1 year. So blood sugar level is 300. After food, can he take iCoffee? One important thing that people have to understand here. So you can definitely consider using both iPulse and iCoffee, so that, as I told you, the principle holds good here also. But iCoffee must be 1 sachet in the morning and 1 sachet in the night. Half an hour before breakfast and half an hour before dinner would always be important for us. So I hope the point is clear to you. iPulse will be 40 ml per day. Don't take it at once. It should be given once in the morning and once in the night. That is 1 sachet in the morning, 1 sachet in the night for iCoffee. For iPulse, it is 20 ml in the morning, 20 ml in the night. Don't take 40 ml at once. I hope my point is clear to you. Okay, so that was okay. One girl, the last question of the last week that I am taking is by okay, I don't know the name exactly, but whoever has asked this question, let them listen to this. 16-year-old girl suffering from eczema on her head and also menstruation problem, consuming iPulse 20 ml 2 times, coffee 1/3 sachet thrice. I don't understand what is that 1/3. So I think it is half sachet twice, but no change, please suggest. I would like to tell you that please consume iPulse 30 ml 2 times. 30 ml in the morning and 30 ml in the night, half an hour before breakfast and half an hour before dinner. iCoffee must be 1 sachet in the morning and 1 sachet in the night only. I hope my point is clear to you, my dear friend. Okay, so coming to today's questions. So today's questions have been collected by my colleague Dr. Vinil. So the first question by Muhammad Abdul. Psoriasis person is using iPulse for 3 months, but psoriasis is spreading. How to recommend? Mr. Muhammad Abdul, follow one important suggestion here. Psoriasis is actually called as an autoimmune disease. In case of autoimmune diseases, it is always important for you to consume iPulse like this. 30 ml in the morning, half an hour after breakfast, 30 ml in the night, half an hour after dinner. I hope my point is clear to you. It is after food, half an hour after food and not before food. So this is a very important thing for creating the better health benefit in such conditions. So the next question is by Mr. Abdul Aziz. If a person is having autoimmune diseases along with other diseases, how to use iPulse before or after meal? I hope my point, see, the last question always holds good here. So if a person is having autoimmune diseases, as I told you, it is 30 ml in the morning, half an hour after breakfast, and 30 ml in the night, half an hour after dinner. This is how exactly it has to be used in case of autoimmune diseases. The next question is by Ms. Sanika Shah. If we don't consume iPulse in the morning, can we use it as a night? Absolutely, but only 30 ml. Do not consume 60 ml at once. You have to use only 30 ml in the night, half an hour before dinner. I hope my point is clear to you. The next question is by Mr. Sainath Reddy. After how many months breastfeeding mothers can consume iPulse? First month after delivery, it should not be used. From second month onwards, the mothers can consume 30 ml in the morning and 30 ml in the night, half an hour before food. This is how it has to be used. So the next question is by Mr. Taranga Chabukdara, if I am spelling your name right. How does iPulse work in gastric ulcer problems and how to use this product? In case of gastric ulcers, the dose remains the same, which is 30 ml in the morning, half an hour before breakfast, and 30 ml in the night, half an hour before dinner. This is how it has to be used. So the next question is by Mr. Pasha. If you are watching this, one of the customers using combination of iPulse and iSlim. Now she has gained 6 kgs of weight. Kindly explain how. iSlim must be consumed only in the evening between 7 to 9 p.m. by having a light lunch at 6 p.m. or a light food at 6 p.m. Whereas iPulse must be taken at this following dose: 20 ml in the morning and 20 ml in the night, half an hour before breakfast and half an hour before dinner only. Do not give it after the food. If you give iPulse after the food, sometimes there might be chances of weight gain. I hope my point is clear to you. So, the next question that I am taking is by Mr. Kalyan. How long we have to consume iPulse for psoriasis? As I told you, psoriasis is an autoimmune disease. You have to take 30 ml iPulse twice daily, half an hour after the food for beneficial results always. I would suggest at least a period of 3 months for healthy benefits. So the next question is by Mr. Amit. If you are watching this, Can we suggest IPulse for patients suffering from sinusitis? Absolutely yes, but not in cold condition. You have to give IPulse in room temperature. You have to give 30 ml in the morning and 30 ml in the night, half an hour before breakfast and half an hour before dinner. So, but don't give it in very cold and ice cold, fridge condition. You have to keep it outside until it comes to the room temperature, and then you can use it. So next question is by Miss Manjula. If you are watching this, can IPulse be used in asthma and arthritis? Both it can be used, but again in case of asthma, it should not be in very cold condition. It should be in the room temperature. When it comes, you can definitely give it. In case of arthritis, in case of osteoarthritis, it should be before food. In case of rheumatoid arthritis, which is an autoimmune disease, it should be 30 ml twice daily, half an hour after food, my dear friend. I hope my point is clear to you. So the next question is by Mr. Ajay. My relatives undergone bronchitis. Can we give IPulse? Absolutely yes. As I told you, asthma and bronchitis, it is more or less the similar pathology is there. You can give 30 ml 2 times, half an hour before food, but in room temperature conditions. Do not give it in cold conditions, my dear friend. So the next question is by Mr. Parishmita. If you are watching this, can we suggest IPulse for a patient with high BP as well as high blood sugar? Absolutely, but 20 ml 2 times. 20 ml in the morning, half an hour before breakfast, and 20 ml in the night, half an hour before dinner. This is the way you have to give it. Is IPulse effective in nerve problems and muscle pain? Yes. You can give 30 ml twice daily, half an hour before food. This question was by Miss Tina. So the next question is by Mr. Ragind Putiadit. If I'm spelling my the spelling properly. When a person is COVID-19 case get negative, after that so many complications have been found like weakness, smelling, tasting, sense, and not completely. So for that case, how much dosage will we give? So Mr. Ragind, if you are watching this, you can definitely give 30 ml twice daily, half an hour before the food itself. 30 ml in the morning, half an hour before breakfast, and 30 ml in the night, half an hour before dinner. This is how you exactly give IPulse in this condition. The next question is the last question of the day, Mr. Banu Prakash. So dear sir, I am Banu Prakash, suffering from typhoid fever since last 15 days and also suffer from dry cough. Please inform me how to use the products and what time before or after food, how long this can be used. So basically Mr. Banu Prakash is asking typhoid fever. That is what the question goes like. What I would like to suggest you here is, again, one thing you follow it here. In the room temperature, the product has to be used. It should not be used in very cold condition. I would like to suggest you IPulse to be taken 30 ml in the morning, half an hour before breakfast, and 30 ml in the night, half an hour before dinner. This is how you need to use IPulse. I hope my point is clear to everybody. So this is what Mr. Banu Prakash questions was. It is before food, at least for a minimum period of 3 months. If you use it, definitely the health benefits can happen, Mr. Banu Prakash. Okay, so thank you so much, Vivites, for the last question that I am seeing here, Nandini. Can IPulse be given to liver cirrhosis patient? Absolutely yes. Cirrhosis is nothing but the shrinking or the shrinking of the liver. You can definitely use it in liver cirrhosis cases. So absolutely you can give 30 ml in the morning and 30 ml in the night, half an hour before breakfast and half an hour before dinner. I hope the point is clear to you. So friends, with this I would like to end this session of IPulse. Definitely I know that everybody has more and more questions. We are happy to answer them. So you can definitely pose your questions even on the messenger page of the Facebook, wherein we will be able to answer your questions. This is what is exactly the question answer session is all about. And I would like to assure you that none of the questions will go in vain. So thank you so much, Vivites, for your wonderful participation in this the Ask the Doctor series. A very happy Onam to all the people again. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day ahead.